evening, YouTube people. Right, we're different video today than the normal ones. We're just off on a quick road trip, just starting up the Mark 7 Golf R. You've probably seen it on my channel, but we've now got a Mark 5 GTI, one of my sons has, and we're just having a trip down to the Phirm in Camberley to do some work on it. So once we get there, I'll explain what we're up to. Right, so let's jump in the cars and we're make a move. Right, that's the drive over. We've arrived at the Phirm. So as I said earlier, I'm not sure if I put that earlier bit in. You've probably seen videos of my Golf R. It's doing little one mod at a time we're doing on that. But my son has bought a Mark 5 GTI. It's just got over 100,000 miles, 106, 110, I'm not sure. So before we do any work on it, what we're planning on doing is just doing all the usual stuff. We're going to do the PCV valve, the cam follower. We're going to get the cam belt water pump changed. We're going to check the timing belt tension, take the oil sump out and clean that and the oil pickup pipe, and just do some general servicing, oil change, etc. Check it out, make sure there's nothing wrong with it. Check all the hoses. It's got a slight boost problem, so we're going to check that. And yeah, that's just before we do any work on it. It just makes sense to get it all done in one go. And we've come down to the Phirm. Hopefully a company I'm going to start using a bit more. We'll give them a trial on this car, shall we? But yeah, let's have a look. These are the cars, and we'll have a walk in and get all this work done. So you've probably seen this one about at shows and stuff. So this is the new 58 GTI. It needs a set of wheels and a set of nice tyres on it. It's got some winter tyres on it at the moment.
Winter's on the front, summer's on the back.
Yeah. But yeah, we're going to give it a once over down here, get it all checked out, and hopefully we go from there. Wheels, suspension, etc. There's always some nice cars parked up here. That's a nice T5, look at that. Nice set of steelies on it.
I haven't seen a 21 plate before.
That is nice, isn't it? Right, car dropped off. They're really nice guys down here. He's explained he's not going to do any work that's not necessary, so it's good to be able to trust someone that they're not just going to say, yeah, you've got to do this, you've got to do that, and spend loads of money on it. We're just going to do the basic service stuff to make sure it's all good, and once we know it's all good, we can come back and do other stuff. They've recommended changing the, rather than taking the sump out and cleaning it and doing an oil pipe pickup, maybe at some point just change the pump as well. And get rid of what's there, the balance shaft, etc. So that's something we could probably come back and do at a later point. But we're going to have a walk around. I'll quickly show you their actual workshop, and then we'll make a move home and come back when we got the good news, eh? Fingers crossed. You've seen the brake? I do like it. You've not seen this one, have you?
This one?
No, this one. I'm sure he said it's like 570 horsepower. Look at the brakes on this.
You'd think it'd be from there.
So
it's got the wing back seats as well.
And you know when something's got brakes this size, you know it's running some serious power. And I think it's either high fives or 600 plus.
Is it a 3-piece?
Yeah, it's a lovely car. I used to have one of these back in the day. 2.9 litre. 2.8 on these. It's the Crados that are the 2.9s.
Oh, they're different.
Yeah, the Crado runs a 2.9.
Yeah. Oh, they are, aren't they?
And this runs a 2.8. I think they're about 174 horsepower from...
I always get laughed at by the Honda boys, don't they? Because you get the Hondas that get like a 1.6, 180 horsepower.
Yeah.
And these are what, 2.8?
So you've got nearly 3 litres and only 174 horsepower.
I still like them though.
But it's a lovely car, yeah. So which one would you have then, sitting here? So we've come down with the Volkswagen. Look at all the Volkswagens.
Yes, that's the one, yeah.
And then we spy this sitting here.
That's my favourite.
I mean, it's mad to think, look, even these back in the day, look, standard brakes, look.
Tiny. Well, they only had like 200 horsepower, didn't they?
They were 224, I think,
Yeah.
as standard. And probably 0 to 60 in like 5.5 seconds.
Really?
Something like that. But they were just so tunable.
Even they're going up in money now.
And then you got this cool Mark 1. And again, you don't see many of these around either.
Can't see if it's got like, I wonder they've got a different grill.
Yeah, we're rubbish with facts. We're no Adam C here.
No, it's a black Golf.
Yeah, brave wheels. No, we're no experts. We don't pretend to be. I know it's a nice one, a limited edition.
I just don't know if a Rally E and a G60 is the same thing or not.
We have to
Google it
now.
We'll put some bits at the bottom.
And for any of you air-cooled fans, this is what most people's camper vans look like. So yeah, it's a cool little garage, nicely tucked out the way. So yeah, this is where we're dropping it off in a minute. How long have you lot been here?
Been here 6 years now.
Yeah. It's a cool little setup, isn't it? Just needs to be
Year 20 now.
just needs to be 8 foot wider, doesn't it?
Yeah,
20 years it's going now, isn't it? 2001.
Yeah.
Really?
2001. 20 years.
Obviously I started when I was about 10.
Yeah. You're the same age as me, yeah? I won't say my age. Alright, so hidden at the back here we got this little Jetta, a Jetta GL, which is not quite a Jetta GL anymore. It's running S3 lump in it, going 4-wheel drive and pushing out high 500 horsepower. So yeah, that's going to be a proper sleeper, I'd imagine. Yeah, so still work in progress. Yeah, look at that, just fits straight in there. Convert it to 4-wheel drive, and that's going to see off most things on the road. Yeah, proper car.
He's had it for years.
Yeah.
It's a friend of ours, so they just decided what he wanted to do. So.
Did he have the engine, or have you supplied it?
No, yeah, we all got the engines because my Mark II chair for size, well,
Yeah.
so we all got the engines at the same time.
Why do the Mark 5 GTI sound like a diesel? Both my boys have got one, and they just sound like diesel engines.
What the tap is?
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
It's
noisy. The worst thing is once you do an engine dismount,
Yeah.
normally if like you do inlet manifold off, afterwards you can guarantee the customer will complain that the injector's noisy.
Yeah.
Just
That's the ticking, isn't it?
yeah, it's the ticking, it's the
You
pulsing.
can hear it.
It's the pulsing back through the fuel system.
Is that only on the Mark 5, or do the 6s do it as well?
Mark 6 do it. Very rare though.
Yeah.
Not compared to the Mark 5.
So they
It's just-
they made a change on them, did they?
Yeah, so it's just the pulsing back through the
Yeah.
fueling system.
It's like a high pressure fuel.
Yeah, it just sounds like my van.
There you are. There you are. There you are.
It's on coilovers, isn't it?
Air.
It is on air, is it? Fitted by yourselves?
I'm not sure.
Right, we done?
We're done, we're ready.
Right, I think it's time for breakfast. We're done now. The car's dropped off. We've had a little walk round.
Convinced them to not take my trousers down too much with all the
Yeah, they're going to be nice to us. They've promised that. So you'll see by the end of the video if that's true. We're coming back tonight between 5 and 6 to see what's going on. In the meantime, I think it's time for breakfast, and as always, surely it's coffee time, you know. And if any coffee companies want to sponsor me, you know, I'm up for that. Yeah, I need a cost delivery on the car. Right, it's now the next day. We're back at the Phirm to pick the car up. We was going to pick it up yesterday, but there was a few issues with one of the rear suspension arms, just needed replacing, slightly bent. It might have had a little knock at some point, but nothing came up on the HPI when we bought the car. But it was worth replacing it while it was here, rather than just leave it sitting there. So we're going to have a walk down, see what else they found, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it's all good and we can start modifying it. Decided to bring the a bath today. The the R's getting a bit too many miles on it, so we're going to get out in this, and it's good to get out in it as well. It's good to go through the gears rather than having the DSG. Here we are. What do you reckon?
Well,
all good?
I'm hoping so. I'm hoping my wallet doesn't take too much of a fucking.
Let's go in and find out, yeah. See, every time I come down here I see a nice car, look. The old R32s.
Where's the Cosworth gone?
Someone's pinched the Cosworth.
My dream child.
Right. Here we are again.
It like boosted really nice, it pulled really well, and I was thinking, okay, this was nifty. Then after that, it was like, if you full throttle it, it would like not quite pull as it would, then you get an EPC. But if you half throttle it, you could feel the boost coming more.
Yeah, okay. You've got a DV which is leaking ever so slightly.
Right.
But that EBAT could be down to that.
Okie dokie.
Because it would be too low. So you've also got a back servo hose which is split.
Right. Is that really left?
Get a new one of those.
Right.
You've got one, did you?
I haven't got one
Okay.
here, and I couldn't get one.
So is that causing a boost leak?
It will give us no, 'cause it's got one-way valves before that.
Okay.
And what about that?
You've not got a boost leak. I've driven the car.
Yeah.
And it's boosting it absolutely fine.
So why do you think it?
Yeah, I
is-
don't know.
Timing's ever so slightly high. So what fuel are you running?
That shall be.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's since I've had it anyway. I've not.
Yeah. It's not high, but
Yeah.
it's a bit higher than what I would expect to see for stock.
Yeah.
How was the timing chain?
That seemed alright.
Was it? It was within tolerances, yeah?
It did rattle.
Yeah.
Start up.
It does now and then. But
But
stops.
it didn't do it this morning.
Yeah.
It's been fine, and I checked it, and it's all well within tolerance. So.
Is the bit? Do I say about the intercooler? Do you like
Yeah,
sludgy
you've
part?
got two seals which are weaker.
Right. Is that
So
something?
that's a really simple bit.
Yeah, I almost said.
Are they the clips Owen bought?
They said they're like 15 quid.
Yeah, the
Set
seals
of
are
clips,
like.
and you can just do it on the drive, innit?
Yeah. Okay.
So I've got a list for you,
A list of recommendations or a list of what you've done?
which we'll go through.
So the Cosy wasn't stolen, it's sitting in here. So you can stop worrying. I'm not sure if all that's going on. Right. Let's go find out what we owe, eh?
So, is there like a list of all the things that you found just so I can take home? You have. Fantastic.
I like when they say the whole list.
Yeah.
The small list.
We'll go through the cheaper switches and seals and clips first.
It's fine. So I did print the list out.
Then there's at least stuff that we can even do if it's like little switches and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Let's turn this camera off and talk damage.
Yeah.
This is a very small list of things we've got to do. I won't show you the price of what's been done, but there's only a few recommendations.
That's
here.
what's not been done.
Yeah, nothing serious, but we will be back. I've got to bring the Golf R down here as well. I need some brakes on that, so and a service. So we will be back. We'll have a look at this.
But a lot healthier than when we came.
Yeah, we're now going to hit the motorway at high speeds.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so that's us done now. We got what we wanted to do done. There's a few other little bits that were held up because we had an issue with the one of the lower arms. It's obviously had a little knock somewhere and it cracked, so we had that replaced. But the whole chassis is straight, so there's no issues with the car. Nothing that's going to cause us any further issues. There's a few bits of corrosion at the back that we'll finally get changed on the arms.
That's all normal though, isn't it?
But that's just all normal stuff, and we'll do it as and when we get round to doing it. It's just, these are the sort of things that don't get done on these cars. So as and when we'll come back down here and get that sorted, and we've got
the main stuff.
all the main stuff's done. Yeah, we know now that the car's good to go. We've got to get these funky tyres off the front,
Yeah,
get some
few
wheels
weird
on it.
things when I bought the car, but
and then we're good to go. Yeah, so definitely recommend coming down here. Paul's a really nice guy. He knows his stuff, and
honest, isn't he?
and he's definitely not here to rip you off, which is what I like. I like a straight talking person. Right, yeah, we're just making a move now. We'll be back down here. He has said we can come down when he's a little bit quieter, and he'll take us through some of the cars that are here.
And some of the cars are here.
Yeah, there's some nice cars sitting down there. But as always, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Check us out on Instagram. We're trying to get some more stuff back on TikTok, so go over to my TikTok and have a look on that. And wait for the next video.